Hey guys, so I'm here with part 2, or I guess we can call this part 3 of my weight loss motivation series. A lot of you guys asked me a lot of questions, so I did say I would do a part 2 answer video of all your questions, so that's what I'm doing now. Please know that I'm not going to be re-answering questions that I covered in those last 2 videos, but I got a ton of new questions and really good questions too about motivation, just general weight loss, and you guys can feel free to ask me anything. Nothing is really off limits. If you do have any questions, as always, drop them in the comment section below and give this video a thumbs up, and when I get enough questions, I will do these answer videos periodically just so they don't have to be 20 minutes long every time. So I'm just going to get answering these questions as I was before. So the first question is, and this one was thumbs up, have you had any weight loss surgery? It looks like you've had a tummy tuck. Did you have any surgeries or help? No, I didn't. This weight loss journey I have been 100% transparent with, and especially on my belly fat, how to lose belly fat video, because my belly was pretty huge, a lot of you guys assume or think that I have had a tummy tuck because in one of those pictures you guys see a slight shadow underneath my belly. That shadow has come from the line of my abs forming and also probably the little bit of pooch I still have left over that I'm working on. But no, I haven't had any weight loss surgeries. My journey was 100% me, natural, diet, exercise, and all of that jazz, the simple stuff. I would not lie to you guys just because, I mean, when would I have even had time to have a tummy tuck? Because I've been making videos constantly through my weight loss. If you guys look back, and you guys would have seen that I would have had to take recovery time or downtime, which I never did. And also it can be done naturally. So I'm not against anyone who has to get a tummy tuck or any kind of surgery, but for me it wasn't. And I just wanted to clear that up because that is something that I still got a lot of questions about. Okay, so AleDomin922 says, can you please address alcohol in regards to your diet? Would you still have wine or would you refrain from alcohol altogether until you hit a comfortable weight loss number? I love my wine, so to be honest, I was drinking once a week probably throughout my whole weight loss journey because me and my friends have wine night, so we get together, we each bring a bottle of wine and have a couple of glasses, and so I don't think throughout weight loss, this is a lifestyle thing, so you don't have to dramatically alter your life, and if you really like wine, have a glass or two. It is carbs, but I mean, live a little. What is life? I love wine. Karen Diaz asked, what do you think of organic chia seeds? Also, did you use anything to help you lose the weight like diet pills? And also, I can't go through the day without my morning fix of coffee. If I shouldn't take it, what should I replace it with? Chia seeds are great. They're a superfood and they're high protein. They're something that you can easily blend and add into your smoothies or top your cereal with or anything like that. Please excuse that vibrating. I use anything to help me lose the weight like diet pills? No, again, it was just old-fashioned diet and exercise. When I was 16 and I wasn't even overweight at this time, I made the mistake of taking a Xantrex 3 diet pill because I saw Britney Spears use them. The ad got me, even though we know she probably didn't, and it made my heart beat really, really fast. I thought I was going to have to go to the doctors after just taking one pill and I was sweating. So no, I really don't recommend them. I think it poses a health risk. I would never do it again, and I would always tell people that story to like scare them off. And as for coffee, I need a morning fix. I always have 1 cup of coffee in the morning after I've had 2 glasses of water. It's just something I like to do, and I don't take it black or with sugar. I use this here, the Coffee Mate French Vanilla. This is probably not the best for you. It's not diet approved, but like I said, not everything in my life is diet approved. I do know that this is lactose free, and a tablespoon is 5 grams of carbs, 5 grams of sugar, so there is a little bit of sugar in here. I don't think the unsweetened one tastes as good, and so yeah, I just use a tablespoon of this in my coffee. Some people say don't use those creamers, but who cares really? I mean, hello, this is life. Amanda Mercado says, do you recommend or take any supplements, multivitamins, pre-workout, post-workout, protein powders? And she wants me to do a video on meals for pre and post-workout, which I will do that. As for supplements, I only take cod liver oil, so omega-3 cod liver oil pills. I take 1 of those a day. Pre-workout, I don't do a pre-workout supplement. The only supplement that I do take is protein powder. I use a whey protein isolate as a post-workout protein drink. This brand is my favorite and the only brand that I use and highly recommend because it is all natural. The other protein I was thinking about investing in, I've used this one for a few months now, was the oh gosh, the Dymatize ISO 100, which is another good protein, but this is sweetened with stevia. There's no artificial sweeteners in this. There's only 4 ingredients. It's all natural, lactose free, low carb, and high protein, so I don't get any bloating from this. So this is what I take, 1 scoop, and I also make protein treats and things like that with this. This also has BCAAs in it, which is branched chain amino acids, which help with recovery for muscle building so you don't get as sore and things like that after your workout. So this is all I use. I don't take any other supplements just because I don't feel I need to. And then the only other protein I take is like if I have Quest bars, I will eat those, but that's about it. Maciar79 says, my question for you is, did you get help from a personal trainer in regards to your weight, diets, etc.? I can't believe I haven't told this story before because this is a pretty good story. When I first signed up at the gym in January of 2013, my gym offered a program where you could get 3 personal training sessions with a personal trainer, 3 one-hour sessions. So I paid, I think, the $120 for that. Those 3 lessons were great. The trainer took me around the basic weight machines. She set them up for my height and everything, showed me the kind of weights I should be using. So for me, that was really helpful because I was like a fish out of water. Looking back, I could have just Googled on bodybuilding.com, which is what I use now to research exercises or any new things that I want to perform, because there are videos that show you and tell you exactly how to do them. But at the end of those 3 hours, what they do is they take you in a little room, because personal training at gyms is really all a money-making business. At the time, my goal weight was 150 pounds, and so she punched in all these numbers and was like, well, if you want to get to your goal weight, I can help you, and it will only cost you $10,000 for the personal training. Mind you, she also had my kind of goal. She said I would reach 150 pounds in 2 years with her, which, okay, that's fine. But what I think personal training at gyms do, they just try and sell you the package. It's overpriced, and they try and slow down your weight loss so that you have to pay them for longer. That's in my opinion. It can be done on your own, so I obviously didn't pay for any personal training. I just researched everything that I could online myself, did things via trial and error, and I just think I have lost more weight now than what I would have done with her. I think if you want to get trained, outsource your personal trainer. Don't just go with the one from the gym. Shanima Hammond asked, did people treat you different when you lost the weight? You're a pretty girl now and then, however, we know how society is set up. Did you lose or gain friends? Did guys treat you differently? And did you get this boost in self-esteem that one would say is noticeable? I think it depends who you surround yourself with on if you're going to get treated differently, but my friends were great. They didn't treat me any differently throughout my weight loss or my gain. They obviously noticed and said, oh my gosh, you're losing weight, and congratulated me and things like that, but they were never treating me any differently when I was a bigger girl, so I was lucky for that. So I didn't gain or lose any new friends. As for guys, the guys are very visual creatures, so maybe the attention from them has gone up a little bit, but it's not anything that I crazily noticed. It's different strokes for different folks. Guys are attracted to all different types of women. As for confidence and self-esteem, I think I was a pretty confident girl all along. I will say maybe my confidence has gone up a little bit based on clothing choices that I will choose to wear and things like that. I don't think I was really not very confident or super unhappy when I was a bigger girl, simply because I think I was in denial. I didn't think I weighed 212 pounds. I knew I was bigger. I didn't think I was as big as I was. It's only now that I've lost the weight, looking back on pictures and when I heard the number, that I was like, whoa, like I really was big. And at that point I might have had a little bit of a confidence dent, but I was on YouTube all through my weight gain, my bigger stages, and no one on YouTube even was really mean to me, which is funny because YouTube is a place, you guys know, it's so easy to make hateful comments. So I was always really lucky through that, but I think I was just pretty oblivious to it all. Gemrose81 says, I have curly hair and I blow it out. How do you work out and keep your hair healthy and presentable? Any tips? Because sometimes I think about missing the gym because my hair will be a hot mess after. Girl, that was one of my biggest things, but you just have to get over it. What I like to do, I throw my hair up in a really high bun, and then I use a crocodile clip at the base of my bun to make sure all my hair is off my neck because I sweat a ton. And then I twist the front sections of my hair back, or I French braid the very front, or I use a really big thick headband. It's called the Bang Buster from Lululemon. That is what I use when I'm doing cardio, and that works great. So my hair doesn't really get sweaty and afro-like. Marlene Farias asked, can you do a follow me to the gym? I get asked a lot if I can do my high intensity interval training workout, film that for you guys at the gym as well, and a lot of you guys want to see at the gym workouts. I would love to be able to do that, and I did ask for permission from my gym, but they do not want me to film there and go in with a tripod, because I can't just walk in and be like, hey, and just invade everyone's privacy with my camera filming myself, because it is smaller and more intimate. So I want to try and find a branch of the club that I go to where I can film the workouts for you, but for now it's not 100% entirely possible until I figure out what I can do. But what I can do is I can film my high intensity interval training for you guys outside, because although I do it on a treadmill, that's just because I prefer it, because the gym's cooler and I just prefer to be on the treadmill. However, it is something that you can do if you don't have a gym membership, just outside running around your neighborhood and things like that. So if you guys would like to see that, then please just let me know in the comments below. And also, all the strength training videos I have have on my channel. I do all those exercises at the gym, so it would be redundant to film those again. I just use heavier weights and I do things like squat in the squat rack with the Olympic bar, and I just do a tiny bit more, but all those exercises in those videos are things that I adapted for the home. Kathy Gutierrez asked me, what are macros? Macros are macronutrients, and so that is the breakdown of what you're eating. Most people just think of food in terms of calories, but macros are things like the carbohydrates, the protein, the sugar, the fat, all those little things that you look at on the nutritional breakdown. And so if you tweak your macros to lower your fat, lower your carbs, and up your protein, things like that all help with aiding weight loss. So that's probably the best way I can describe it without getting too scientific. Jen Brody says, you said you eat to as close as 100 grams of protein per day. I find it hard to get a good variety of foods even close to it. What types of protein do you eat to achieve that? I do have a protein drink every day, like my protein shake, just because I work out. So that's 24 grams right there. Other than that, for breakfast, I have plain Greek yogurt, which is about 20 grams of protein a serving. So that's high protein. At lunch, I like to do eggs. You guys saw if you watched my food diary video that I eat a ton of eggs, a ton of omelets. I scramble up egg whites. That's really high protein. And then I just get my protein from things like meat. So chicken breast, ground turkey breast, and I also make protein bars and things like that. I just try to make sure that everything I'm eating has a decent amount of protein in it. Jarian Byers asked me, did you have any skin problems when you were unhealthy or unfit, and does it get better when you get in shape and get healthy? I've always been pretty lucky that I've always had pretty good skin, except when I first started working out, I had a little bit of a skin freak out where I was breaking out for a little while. And I think that's because my body was releasing all the toxins from my body from all the sweating I was doing. Skin was definitely more oily when I was a bigger girl, and I used to sweat a lot more, but now my skin's gone back to normal and dry, which is what my skin type was before I gained all the weight anyway. So nothing has really changed too dramatically. And GZRGZA, I don't really know how to say your username, she said, you mentioned you and your family make whole grain pizza. Was your weight loss a family partnership, or did they only support you when it came to certain things? My weight loss, I was the only one in my family doing weight loss. My family have always been really supportive. I'm really close with my family. So at the beginning of my weight loss, my mom, I told her my goals, especially me and her are really close. And my dad, I would tell them what I was doing, so they wouldn't offer me bad things. And in the house, we eat pretty healthy anyway. When I was eating poorly, it was choices I was making for myself. So my family were supportive. They kept me accountable, asked me how my workout's going, and tried to do things. They've even cleaned up their diet a little bit as well based on what I've been doing, and my mom tries to eat more protein and less carbs now as well and things like that. So they have been supportive in that way. But for instance, when they don't want to cook and they're having something like cheese on toast or baked beans and toast or something like that that I'm not going to eat because it's just strictly carbs, I'll just make my own meals, and because I do meal prep, I have my own protein pre-made. So a combination of doing it myself and them too, I would say. Lexi Williams says, as you were losing weight, did your feet go down in width and size? Yes, my feet was like a weird place I lost weight from. I went down about a shoe size and my feet got a lot more narrow. They were really kind of holding a lot of water and water retention. They were very swollen and wide. Roxana Dominiguez says, what do you do when everyone around you is eating delicious food, say at a family gathering or a restaurant or a party? How do you stay on track? I realize this is the hardest part for me when everyone is eating something yummy and I'm on a diet. For me, I don't really got to eat that much, but if I'm going to a restaurant, it's usually planned in advance, and then that is when I'll have my cheat meal, because there is no way I'm going to go to a restaurant and nibble on some dry lettuce leaves. I'm going to go into, or what I do is, if I want something, I allow myself a little bit. So if I really want fries, I'll order the fries and then I'll have like a few, just a small handful, just to get a little bit of taste, and then I'll stop. I won't eat the whole serving. Or I'll pick out a little bit of dessert or something like that. I won't eat the whole thing, just to allow myself that taste. But if it's just something that you really, really, really want, just have it is my best advice, and then go back and eat healthy and start again with your next meal or the next day. One cheat meal or one bad thing that you eat does not have to impact your whole day or even your next meal. So that was at the end of the questions that I wanted to answer for you today, but I will be back later in the week with a new video. So until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.